One of the many known things about Breath of the Wild is that it has a DLC, and a cool one at that. And it having a DLC made me sad when I found out that Tears of the Kingdom wouldn't have one. But what if it did? Today, I'm going to share some of my ideas for if Tears of the Kingdom ever had a DLC, and what its missions and side quests could have been. One of the characters whose name was said, or read, a lot throughout the Breath of the Wild DLC was Misko the Great Bandit. And while you never actually see them in the game at all, they're an essential part to Link's post-game drip. There are a lot of side quests in Breath of the Wild where you need to read a hidden diary or journal, which gives you clues to finding clothes and armor, which will sometimes give you cool effects, but other times they're just there to be funny. So picture this. Hudson from Hudson Construction in Terrytown says he's been planning to build some sort of underground water transportation system, which he's calling Plumson. Get it? Like plumbing, but son? Never mind. And while his crew was digging, they found a whole underground area with a bunch of strange plants and mushrooms, and they want you to check it out. You go down a big pipe that leads you into a cave just to find a bunch of piranha plants and Goombas inhabiting the cave, which once you take out, make a question mark block show up, which Link can open like a chest to get Mario's cap, which doesn't have any effect other than making us think of Nintendo's favorite plumber in red while we wear it. Spoilers for a completely unrequired side quest about Bloopies and TOTK, so skip here if you want. Got it? Okay, good. After collecting all the bubble gems and turning Colton into a bubble frog, Kilton will show up at Colton's locations, and if you talk to him, he'll say he found his backpack sitting around in a field, so he took it to look for his brother. Once you tell him what happened, a Bloopy will run up to you and Kilton says that he'll follow him. You'll then get a quest notification that will lead you to a cave with Kilton waiting outside. He'll tell you that he heard a lot of loud croaking from inside the cave, and that he's too scared to go in, and that you'll have to go in alone. And when you do, a Bloopy will lead you deep into the cave, where a big Queen Bubble Frog will be. You'll have to fight her, and when you win, 3 chests will drop along with a bunch of rupees. And if you open the chest, you'll get the Bubble Set, which when fully equipped, will make you run faster, and make bubbles come out of your weapon when you swing it, on a cooldown of course. If you haven't been to Lurelin Village in Tears of the Kingdom yet, skip ahead to here. After clearing out all the monsters in Lurelin Village, and helping Bolton with renovations, one of the stores in town is a local restaurant where they give you free seafood since you helped build the place. And while it can be useful for stocking up on food, it doesn't serve much purpose other than that. In the DLC, a sign could show up next to the restaurant, and if you read it, it will say help needed. Once you read the sign, Kiana, the owner of the store, will ask if you can help her out with something. She'll then ask you for 2 things: a new assistant who can add more flavor and variety other than seafood to the restaurant, maybe something using monster parts, and 2 soup ladles, one for her and one for her new employee. These 2 things can be found in specific parts of Hyrule. Soup ladles can be found in most towns and stables, but the chef she wants is named Moza and is in the Raru Hills Well with her own quest, which is in the base game if you were wondering. And once you complete it, you can ask her to go to Lurelin Village, and she'll agree because she wants money or something. Your reward for completing the quest is a royal chef outfit that you find lying with the dead bokoblins that you killed. And its ability is that it lets you slowly regenerate health when you wear it. If you've played Link's Awakening, you know the whole game is centered around dreams, and how Link is dreaming the whole thing. There's even a shrine called the Dream Shrine, where you go to sleep in it, and it puts you in a mini challenge dungeon where you can get an ocarina and some rupees. And I always thought dreaming was a cool concept in games, so why not incorporate it into a Tears of the Kingdom DLC? After getting all the pieces in the outfit of Awakening, you can go to a stable and sleep in a bed of dreams for 50 rupees. And once you go to sleep in it, it will send you to a dream similar to the Master Sword Trials, which will make you do a bunch of puzzles and challenges before making you wake up. And if you succeed, you will get the Sword of Awakening, which when you use a charge attack with it, it will instead make you do the Pegasus dash and dash forward at high speeds while holding your sword out and damaging any enemy you run into it. And while this may seem a bit overpowered, it will use your stamina, so you can't do it infinitely. If you don't know, this is Karen, and every day she runs across Ateno Village to see if Zelda has returned home since she went missing during the upheaval, and spoiler alert, she hasn't. But this has always seemed like a missed opportunity to me because there's one character, or group, that can disguise themselves as anyone they want, including Zelda, the Yiga clan. Throughout Tears of the Kingdom, there are many times you run into Yiga clan members disguised as Zelda, and I think it's a great plan for them to go into Zelda's house while disguised as her to trick Karen. So here's the plot. One day, after you complete the Mayor Electron quest, Karen runs across Hateno village to see if Zelda's back yet. And who does she see in the house window? Zelda. Reed explains the situation to you and says he got a ransom for 1,000 rupees and 50 mighty bananas from a place in Kurusa Valley north of Gerudo town. And you tell him that you can try to get her back. And when you go, you realize it's the Yiga clan hideout. So you put on your Yiga clan disguise and go inside. When you get to the cell holding her, a Yiga blade master is blocking the cell and explains since there's a tunnel in the cell, they covered it with a wooden board and made him stand guard so she couldn't move it. You then have to go to the entrance of the tunnel and move the board with Ultra Hand to free Karen. And then you go through the tunnel and you try to sneak back to the entrance, but once you get caught, which you will, Reed and the rest of Hateno village will show up with weapons and you have to fight your way out. Once you finish, Reed will give you all he gathered for the ransom, which was 1,000 rupees, but you couldn't get any of the bananas, thus the raid. And that's all the ideas I have for the day. Comment which one was your favorite and any other DLC quest ideas you have, and maybe I'll feature you in a part 2 if this video does well. And with that, don't forget to like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want, and talk about low budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out of here.